asked me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life. I said, bro, I'm coaching life. They asked me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life. I said, bro, I'm coaching life.
You heard him? You heard I got the vocal still?
Oh.
That was live. That was me on Monday. I went to go see.
You're a legend for getting to see Lloyd, yo.
Yeah, went out there for Valentine's Day, went to dinner at the one spot, and then we went down there to see the concert. I got to give you this shit from top to bottom because it was incredible.
I need to hear it.
But just to touch on that clip, the reason I played it was because I was just so impressed that Lloyd still sounds like Lloyd now.
Lloyd fire on the low.
Lloyd is still fire on the low. I really want him to. I wish he would have popped off a little more.
And I'm not going to go too far in, but in the Lloyd bag, yo, I always tell people, Lessons in Love, yo. Go back and listen to that. It came out in like 2009 when he was slept on. And that's one of the greatest R&B albums, period, yo. And I said it.
You heard it, man. It's some bops on there. You right.
Yeah. So I need to know about the from top to bottom.
Yo, so we get there. I figured it was going to be like CPT as far as like as showing up, color people time as far as like when we need to show up. So I knew we didn't have to be there at 8.
Yeah.
Shit started at 8 supposedly. We got there like 8:45. It was a line going all the way through because it was at the MGM Theater joint down there at the National Harbor. And you go up through the casino area or like the hotel area and everything to get to where the theater is. We went in there, got to the theater, long ass line coming out the joint. We didn't get into that bitch until like 8:45. And then we had to use the bathroom. You know that's the thing. So Bobby Valentino, we missed completely.
Oh,
I'm going to give y'all the lineup. I'll give you the lineup to start off. It was Bobby V to start. Then you had Lloyd. Then you had Ginuwine. And then you had Tank.
Oh,
so it was a fire little setting as far as like just the Valentine's Day type concert. I figured it would be that way. That's why I was like, yo, I gotta go to this shit. And the tickets was relatively cheap. Niggas wasn't that expensive.
You missed that. I ain't saw you walking.
No, we didn't miss it. We missed it visually.
But yo, I would have been in that street.
We missed it visually, but we heard that nigga.
Yo, that is a fire concert.
His voice don't match like it used to. Bobby V don't got that shit no more, yo. We was standing in the bathroom line, in the drink line waiting.
I ain't saw you walking.
Yo, he sound bad, yo.
Dang, Bobby.
He sound like a nigga singing karaoke version of this shit, yo, a little bit. I don't want to come hard at Bobby like that because I love him.
Background singers to fill him out.
And that's going to come up later in this story. I told you this one might take a little while. It's hilarious.
No, I'm listening. It is good.
Bobby V. I'm standing in the line and I look over at her. Her face, you can't tell because we got masks on, but I could see her eyes and she like doing that. I'm like, yo, what's up? She was like, yo, this nigga sounds bad. I was like, yo, I thought it was just me. Yo. I was like, yo, this is Bobby V.
Did you see what he looked like? Does he look like he taking care of his health?
He still looked relatively okay.
Because R&B, yo, that's really a lot of wind and air to like sing that. So you kind of got to be in shape, yo.
You have to be in shape.
It's rare, like big dudes be able to do like go out there and dance and perform and sing. Like that's
tough
a
to
lot.
do, man. Yeah. Especially for the sets they had. They was kind of long. Like, it was like maybe 20 minutes of performance that they had.
What would you say your favorite set? Oh, well, no, I keep going with the story.
Keep going with it. We had, the drink line was ridiculous because they had one nigga serving in the area that we went to.
One nigga?
We had one nigga
heavy hitters in DC?
Heavy hitters. Two of the niggas from the DMV. I didn't even know Tank was from the DMV area.
I didn't know Tank was.
I had no idea.
Ginuwine is from like PG
County.
I knew
Ginuwine is from DC.
Oh, okay,
but I didn't even know Tank was from, I don't know where he's from, but he's from the DMV area.
Okay, shout out Tank too. He's fire.
But yeah. We in the line.
Please don't go.
Yeah. He definitely that bitch.
Did it sound like that live?
Yeah.
Yo,
I was going to get to it, but we could just say, like, yo, Tank, between Lloyd and Tank, they had the best voices of the night.
That's the hardest concert ever.
Yeah, and Tank killed that shit. I ain't going to hold you. We in there. Yo, what's his new joint? The When We...
Oh, yeah.
That joint, Tank was going in, nigga. I was like, yo, this nigga Tank hard. Yo, but...
That's fucking hilarious.
So we get into the seats. Lloyd comes up. I'm hyped. I keep saying, yo, I just want him to do the player's prayer. That's all I want to hear. And he did that bitch. He did it.
Thou shalt not
I
hit
think I
these
got that. Let me
streets.
see if I got that
Thou
little
shalt not hit
snippet from
these
that song.
clubs every night of the week. Looking for some.
Nah, that's not it.
Oh.
Oh, that's Ginuwine. Ginuwine was wildin'. Yeah, I didn't get the snippet of that one, but he definitely did his joint.
Yo, that's a good concert.
No, it was solid.
Some legendary stuff.
Solid shit. But the thing that was most alarming of this concert, I'm just going to skip ahead. Like I said, Lloyd and Tank had the best voices. Probably Tank beat out Lloyd, but
All right,
Lloyd did good.
So that was your favorite of the night? That's what I was going to ask you. Okay.
Favorite of the night was Lloyd because of the nostalgia for me as far as the songs. I love them songs. So like a lot of them shits he did was like, all right, I remember these. He even did the Hey Young Girl. Remember that joint? Hey Young Girl.
That was a classic.
I was like, yo, I didn't even think he was going to do that one. That was
a
fire.
classic.
That's one of them low key fire.
That was
ones.
a classic.
But Ginuwine, yo, we gotta talk about Ginuwine, yo.
What happened?
Ginuwine, he admitted on stage that he's been having some battles with alcohol joints, so I want to be cognizant of that. But he did bad, yo. Damn. In his hometown. I think Ginuwine may have sung.
Damn, Jen. I thought you was gonna be the guy, bro.
He had the longest performance. He may have sung only 10 words the whole time.
Damn.
He was lit. Like, you could tell he was drunk that night.
Damn.
You know how a nigga, like, really start repeating the same shit over and over and over again? It's like, yo, nigga, you just told me this.
They ain't had nobody to pull him off the stage?
I mean, it what? I don't know how big they are now. They're not old. Ginuwine.
I'm sure his cousin or
Ginuwine's
somebody was
a legend.
like, yo, come on, yo.
They couldn't stop the show. He had to go on. He probably was getting smacked back there. The show started late. Like I said, we got there at 8:45.
Did he try to do that? Remember what we did last night?
Nah, he did his big joints.
At attention.
He did more of his big joints. And he didn't sing. It was his background niggas that was singing. Them niggas was cold. Damn. Whoever his background singers were,
they was
them niggas was cold, nigga. Like, cause you would hear Ginuwine come and sound like the drunk uncle. He got the knees hella bent.
At least hit in those jeans?
No, nigga, he can't sing.
God,
not when he's drunk, at least. Not when he's
Ginuwine.
Drunk, yo. I was upset. I was sad for Ginuwine because I think he has a problem.
In those jeans, bro. And yo, you got a couple songs.
He admitted on stage that he had a problem with alcohol. Like he said that to us on stage. So I'm assuming he was going through the problem right there live with us. Because like I said, he was hitting the drunk uncle stance. You know how the knees get the bending in and buckling when they singing and shit? He was all down like that and shit. Nigga, Ginuwine looked bad out there,
I'm
dog.
sad about that,
I felt bad for Ginuwine, but it was it was a bad night for him in his hometown.
It's fucked up.
Man. I hope
he had a fucked up ending, yo. Get me to wrap up on the night.
Tank was the closer, and he smoked it.
But you enjoyed the night overall?
Yeah. The whole night was cool. That's what the show was worth it. It wasn't like I missed out on it. It just, I had to bring it up in that manner because I wanted to give y'all as much of it as I could that I could remember and shit. But Lloyd swole too.
Yeah,
fuck did Lloyd get swole?
He looked healthy, yo. Even on the last joint, I didn't really like the last album, but he been on his like health kick, like nature, like taking care of himself.
The last album he wilded out with the cover of it. I forgot about that.
I get it. But it's my guy.
He
definitely nice on the singing.
The weight room.
But he always was the pretty boy guy on the singing.
But he had the turtleneck on with this one, yo. And he had the gold chain turtleneck combo, yo. The nigga combo.
I respect it, yo.
Lloyd is cool, my man been there, he be doing his thing.
Lloyd is cool,
I respect it. Nah, overall good time, though. Y'all do anything for the V-Day type shit? Nothing wild?
I didn't, no. I had nothing going on. Yeah. How about you, Zay?
Nice dinner, just chilled, made some stuff, you feel me? Like, it was like a weekend. It felt like the whole weekend was Valentine's Day, so
yeah, that's
good. It was definitely good.
That's dope. That's good.
Yeah, I just had to bring that concert up, though, because I was holding on to that. I wanted to tweet out a lot of that shit I was saying about Ginuwine in the moment.
I'm glad you didn't, yo.
But I couldn't.
I'm sad about that, low-key, because, like, when you said the lineup, I was like, I don't know who to pick because I like Lloyd a lot, but I was like, Ginuwine was my guy.
Lloyd wins out for me personally, but I think Tank actually stole the show. That was his show.
Yeah, I mean,
last nigga.
And Tank, he has a mean ass range where he can go crazy,
sing. And he not doing a lot of moving around. Yeah. That's the thing with it. Like he just singing.
He just stand in front of the mic.
Yeah, nigga just come out. You know he had to go shirtless for the crowd. This nigga, man. I've been trying to work on my shit too, Tank.
Yo,
but goddamn, boy,
he recognized the
what
audience.
you doing, man? Yeah, he did. He recognized the audience. You're right, because they went crazy immediately. Yo, Ginuwine came out into the crowd, yo. I forgot about that. Ginuwine was Pony, yo. Pony was on, yo. He was feeling it. He came and walked out into the crowd, nigga. This shit was so funny.
Smack going in.
Smacked, yo, just pointing everywhere. Nigga, he's like, yo, I've been home for 20 years. Like, yo, he was wild, yo, smacked that night. My bad, Ginuwine, yo. We've been going in on you this whole episode.
No, that's funny.
But he might be the reason TGT broke up, yo. It might not have been Tank and Tyrese's fault, yo. It might have been Ginuwine, yo, and the problems that he's got personally. Praying for Ginuwine. He's still wearing that do-rag with the fucking hair, yo. Like, you don't really have that much hair left, yo. So the shit look crazy on your head, done. Like, the nigga serving the drinks had a fucked up haircut too, son. But I felt for him because the drinks was relatively expensive.
Oh man, yo, they knew it was Valentine's Day. They understood the audience, yo. They knew the market.
No, they knew. Ginuwine was out there on Pony, my pony.
Yo, he ran in the crowd.
Yo, he was out there drunk as hell, son.
That's wild. It's wild.
Yo, Ginuwine don't need to tour, yo. He need to get help immediately.
It's just funny thinking about him jumping in the crowd on my pony.
He was out there on the pony, yo.
But that means you had a good week too, because yo, I had to give you a shout out last weekend when you brought the PS5 through. And yo, 2K was really tough, yo. And big shout out to Zay, yo. I didn't forget that Knicks game. Yo, you was playing hard as shit.
Yo, he was trash on. He came back. We should have let him play that whole game, yo. He might have won, yo. Like, he played hard.
Okay, I want to see this like a playoff game.
He was coming back. No, I've been enjoying that bitch too, man, when I can, though. Like, when I'm not doing my shit outside.
Now?
I finally got to starting with my player, yo. I'll tell you, the first 2 games of me starting.
Nah, the graphics was hard. That shit was hard looking, yo.
Tough.
Yeah, go ahead.
Especially they have you come out, but like the hallway, they have you come out on the pre-game type shit. That's tough.
Yeah.
But I'm a point guard. Mm-hmm. My nigga finally made it to start, and I play for Detroit. I'm doing it for PZ and Babyface Ray is how I look at it. I'm doing it for the city. I'm gonna try to bring us back. I'm trying to get us to like 6th place. We're not bad, but I think we can get to 6th place. So I think we can do it.
And then just
that weak ass team, I think we can do it. Though I think it can be done.
Your guy's nice enough, and he big.
Yeah,
like
I played 2 games.
Guy, you could do stuff.
I played 2 games so far as a starter, technically.
Yeah.
And first game went crazy. Played the Clippers, which is ironic because that is my NBA team personally. That's who I should be playing for. But I got drafted to Detroit, so I got to do what I got to do. Bust them niggas' ass. I think I dropped like 50 points on them niggas. I went crazy.
Yeah.
Immediately after that, we played the Lakers. Now thinking about that now, the Lakers aren't as the team that we thought they would be. Mm-hmm. But you got to think about the ratings and everything on how when I got it as far as my player.
And
so these are like how the players
are still technically high.
Exactly. And they're playing in that rate. They beat the shit out of us. So like, I think I scored like
2K. Like,
I think I scored. I did score like 25 points. So I scored, but it wasn't on no good percentage. Yeah. Like, yo, they was going in.
That's the thing.
I had 11 turnovers. The shit was bad. Yo, it was just an overall crash of the system. I haven't played since then. I turned it off. That was earlier this morning.
But sometimes you gotta realize.
Yesterday.
No matter how good your player is. You remember, I think I was on the Bulls when the last 2K I had, which was like 4 years ago, when we were really bad.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it doesn't matter how good you do. The game is you're gonna lose, bro.
Fam. Okafor and Kelly Olynyk be pissing me off.
Just keep getting them A's, yo. Just keep getting A's and B's, B+.
That's the only thing I can do.
Yeah.
Worried about my career overall. But I'm trying to get us back. I want to be in the playoffs.
Eventually, all it'll take is like a trade and y'all to get somebody that, like, when you pass them the ball, they, like, make the smart decision.
No, the PS5 is dope now, man. I'm happy I finally got that
nice.
bitch.
It's nice.
Play it.
And we was just looking at them previews before. Like, it's a lot of cool stuff coming out, so.
Yeah, I have a little break in between the stuff that I'm doing outside of work in, like, late April till June.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice. I'm gonna get some
dope.
time
You
in
deserve
with that.
that.
I'm definitely gonna get some time in with that joint then. But All-Star Weekend, we might as well get into that since we talking about the 2K shit.
Okay.
Did you know it was fucking All-Star Weekend?
I had no idea, dog.
Do you think you know why that is?
No, I didn't know. That was just solely Zay.
I want to give all salutes
But have
to
they
Zay
even
on
been?
this one.
Well, I can't say I've been watching a lot of NBA like how I was before. You know, the Super Bowl just passed. You feel me? And we be real busy now, like work wise and stuff in life. So I hadn't really seen, and I felt like I didn't even know about it was coming up.
Yeah. So Press Zay put out a tweet, and this is why I bring this up. I think he said something about the relevance of the location of the All-Star game, being that it is in Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Who the fuck made that decision?
Yeah, why? Did they just build a new stadium or something?
No.
I don't understand it.
Cleveland is actually good this year as far as in the NBA, but why the fuck is the All-Star game in Cleveland? I think that's why that shit we didn't even know.
Is the weather even nice?
I didn't even know this shit was snowing and shit.
Yeah, the fuck? Ain't nobody trying to be up there. They usually put it somewhere at night.
It's in Cleveland, nigga. Like, yo, I don't want to be disrespectful because it might be spots in Cleveland.
Come on.
But the only thing I really remember is the nigga, what was the nigga in My Own Mind?
Oh.
Wasn't he from Cleveland?
Ray Cash?
Yeah, Ray Cash. That's what I think of when I hear Cleveland. So it didn't look like it was a lot of venues.
He had them two songs that was slapping, yo.
Yo, Ray Cash was tough, yo.
That shit was hard.
But where's Ray Cash now, man? I hope he's still doing good.
He might be good, yo. He probably doing well, yo.
Yeah, but the All-Star game, I had no clue, man. Did you watch any of the celebrity game last night?
I didn't.
It was really bad. I didn't even know hardly any of the people. They had, one of the celebrities was a viral Peloton trainer. I guess he's like one of the most popular Peloton trainers. I was like, yo, what in the fuck are they reaching for?
I get it, because you know it's not that many celebrities that want to participate, so they probably got to go deep.
I mean, they had Quavo. They actually had big ass Miles Garrett. His big ass was out there.
Miles Garrett?
From the Browns.
Let's keep it real, yo. Celebrities, they try to go to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go to Cleveland. That is the ultimate takeaway from this shit, man.
Yeah.
Why in the fuck would we want to go to Cleveland?
Maybe they have a really nice club there or something.
I hope they do.
No disrespect to
people can go to.
But come on, yo.
I heard it's clean. I heard they keep it's clean.
That's what you heard about Cleveland?
I heard it's clean.
You know that's a trash place. That's the only thing you heard about.
They said it's very clean.
It's nice and tidy.
One time, I had to be in Miami like a couple days after that. I had to cut it quick and like drive down to Louisville to escape like a snowstorm. Mm-hmm. And I went to Miami like a day in advance, yo. I've been to Cleveland. Salute to Cleveland, but I was happy to get out of Cleveland. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't want to disrespect Cleveland.
No.
Cleveland might be the set.
Nah, I mean that's not disrespectful to not have that appealing of a state. It's not that appealing. Like
city.
Yeah, a city. My bad. Yeah.
The All-Star game shouldn't be there. I'm sorry.
No.
At all.
No, they usually only pick like major cities.
There's places that it should just not be.
Yeah.
That's one of them. Utah, probably.
Keep it a bean. They would never put no shit like that in Baltimore, yo. If you want to keep it
shouldn't
a
be
stack.
there. It shouldn't
I don't know
be
nobody be like, yo.
I don't think
all these other places we
DC
can go.
was nice. They had it one year in DC. Not too.
DC is different.
Yeah, you can't.
DC is different.
You can't have that here. I haven't heard anything crazy about CIAA just yet. That's coming up. I think that's this weekend.
It is?
Next weekend. It might be next weekend.
I'm so like
I can't remember.
Disconnected from everything.
It might be next weekend actually. But yeah, man. All-Star game. We got all of the events are going to be happening after we record this shit, so we can't really go in on it too much. So we may talk about it next week. We'll see how it goes.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna watch the Kell Brook Amir Khan over that. Like by far. Like yeah.
Morgan plays
tonight?
too. Yeah, Morgan plays on TNT.
Oh no, my bad. Not that I wasn't talking about the CIAA. My bad. That was my fault. I thought it was.
No, I'm saying Morgan actually plays on TNT. I was just bringing that up randomly. Morgan plays
tonight?
on TNT for they have a Black History Month, I guess. HBCU joint. They play against Howard on TNT
tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, I am gonna watch.
That's pretty fire.
My bad.
I'm gonna at least turn that on for a minute to have it on. But it's a lot of events tonight. It's a lot of events tonight. The boxing joint, like you just said, Amir Khan. I'm watching that 100%. You're right. The All-Star shit I'm gonna watch because this is the Saturday night joint. This is the 3-point contest, the dunk contest. This is all that shit. The game is tomorrow.
I watched the dunk contest for Zay. Hopefully your boy Obi Toppin win, yo.
Oh, Toppin in there?
That's gonna be the only good thing that happens in Cleveland tonight.
Yeah, but I hope James Harden at least. Is he playing? Is he in the All-Star game or is he out because he's hurt?
I don't know.
I don't think
he got selected though, didn't he?
Did he? I don't know.
He got picked last, but it was crazy. But Damn. I don't think he's playing, though, because he's hurt, right? Or at least he's out, right?
Allegedly. He's hurt.
Yeah, man. He's enjoying Philadelphia. The city of brotherly love.
Nah, but I get it. He was a superstar at one point, so you feel me? He probably in a mental... Because think about it, in Houston, he really had the green light. They was like, if he doesn't play, we can't do anything. They literally was just like, ISO, let him do whatever the hell he wants.
I think you said
for
this.
seasons on seasons on seasons. And people be like, he's so great. And I'm like, yo, he shoots 35 shots a game. Yo,
I think you said this. When the trade first happened, it was like, yo, it's not enough rock to go around.
Hey, yo, he's just...
Yeah, you kind of said that from the beginning. I don't think he was ready for that.
Yeah, he just doesn't... Yeah, he's used to having the green light. If you're used to having the ISO do whatever you want for a long time, yo, it's not going to work well.
But I did green. Ja Morant solidified himself for me as like one of my favorite players of all time.
Nah, he's great.
Because of his performance on the airplane recently. Did you see him on live? He went live with the shit, chugging the fucking fifth. That makes me happy.
But he young, bro.
It's All-Star Weekend. He's enjoying himself. I love that shit.
Young, bro.
I want to see him go in.
What's so hard? If I'm not mistaken, that was his pops with him on the plane, right?
That's why I love it.
That's why it was hard.
That's why I love that shit. He's my favorite player, yo. Like, yo,
take your pops to All-Star Weekend after you was just like.
I'm not gonna switch to Memphis like I did when my favorite player was PG. I'm not gonna do it like I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, you can't.
I won't do that.
You can't. You.
But I like Ja. Ja is one of my favorite players for sure.
I respect that though. He is nice.
Salute to him for enjoying the PJ with his family.
Yeah.
And fifths of what was that shit? That was
Amigos.
That was Amigos.
Casamigos.
That Casamigos.
Yo, something made me feel fancy this week, bro. I did something wealthy people do, like you, Rich. I ordered some DoorDash, bro.
Yo, when did I become wealthy?
No, you remember I always had my gripe against DoorDash, and I was like, I'll never use that because it's too much money. So I bought DoorDash.
Uh-oh.
And I felt fancy because the guy that delivered my Five Guys burgers' name was Festus, yo. I was like, yo, shout out Festus.
His last name was probably like Odinovich or some shit.
Nigga spent like $20 for a burger. I'm like, yo, Mike, you're a lazy motherfucker, yo.
But it's so convenient. I almost pay for the convenience. That's what it's almost worth to me.
I don't have enough money for that convenience yet. That was just
I'm not saying every time. You don't have to do. I don't order every day. I'm not ordering every day. It's like maybe once. Maybe twice.
It could get you caught in a loophole.
It could. Especially when the pandemic popped off. I gained mad weight quick. Ordering shit, man. Then the menu options start picking up. You can order anything. You remember back in the day, it's like, yo, why can't I just order Chick-fil-A? Like, now you can, nigga, if you want to.
Yeah, facts. If your bread is up, you can order whatever you want.
My bread's not up. Sometimes I'll take the sacrifice. It's like you said, when you're eating the Chipotle shit, you keep eating that spicy shit because you're willing to sacrifice your stomach.
And I want to say I lied to y'all. I had a burrito like 2 days later again from there.
See? I knew you was going to go back.
Fuck me up again. It was bad, yo. But I ate it early. I ate it like 5 this time. So it was like, yo, don't eat it at 8 o'clock and wake up feeling terrible.
What would you say the odds are this time? You say it was like maybe a...
Like Vaughn said, like 70. I still regretted it, but it wasn't as bad because I knew it was coming. So I just drank mad water.
Yeah, just try to
prepare myself.
Prep yourself. Get it out your system.
It was still bad, though. Like,
possible.
You shouldn't eat anything that makes you feel like that, but it's so delicious.
Yeah, man.
And shout out Festus, yo. Because that's the only person in Baltimore that's named Festus. I'm 100% sure, yo. Unless they over like 75, yo.
Oh, they were young?
It was a young dude named Festus, yo.
What?
That might be a hand down. He might be a junior. That might be his like.
Or he might got a fake name on the DoorDash, you know.
Or maybe that.
People, yo.
Maybe he just likes to go as Festus.
Yo, Festus. But yo, we was talking about Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Sir.
And we feel like as a collective unit that is getting better each week.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Gregory is funny as hell.
I told you.
You are Gregory, yo.
I would have did that dance and everything that he did.
The arms was hella loose.
I would have did that.
Why was his arms?
I would have did all that shit because he didn't know what to do. He was awkward. You could tell.
Yo, he's
not one of them social people. I
Yeah.
was the same way.
Yeah.
That's why it works when you break out of the shell and people fuck with you a little bit. Like, oh, okay, now you good.
And isn't that guy's name Orlando Brown? That's playing his pops. That's gonna be monumental for the show. So now they could kind of like branch out. You could tell you the strict military black dad, so they could see we still got like people that come up in good upbringings that still have strife like everybody else. Like, yo, we're just human.
He got a landscaping company trying to get his son to get into business instead of being on what he called not a man's job. I think he worded it as. It could have been something else that he worded it as, but he loves teaching. You can see that.
Yeah.
And you had that moment with the kids, which is why it's so dope. It's only 20 minutes long. They put all that into one episode.
It's so great.
Funny shit, real impactful shit. Shit that'll have you thinking a little bit, too. That's what I like about the show.
Yeah.
That's why I think Press A's take on it a few weeks ago, where he said it's like, this is probably one of the most classic shows.
Yeah, we're witnessing greatness.
Yeah, like I don't think people realize it.
We be pressed like, yo, what's going to happen next? And it'd be like perfect.
Because it's touching situations that aren't necessarily like glaring. Like even her like dealing with the, being with that one dude for that long time. You kind of envision that with your first person. I remember that. I thought that was going to be my person for the rest of my life. And now I look back on that like, yo, what the fuck was I thinking about?
That's why I put up a tweet about that shit too. Like, I think it had everybody in their mind.
Man, that's what I'm saying. That's why I love that shit.
Somebody from
you remember everybody is.
Now?
I don't want to say everybody, but I'm pretty sure most people have had somebody in that high school range that you thought that was it. Mm-hmm. That shit ain't work.
It's called the
for
first
whatever
time
reason.
You get a chick, bro, like you.
It's usually the case.
Yes.
It goes down that way, man. But it was good to see it played out that way. His rap performance was hilarious.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
When he brought the kid out there and said that weird ass line in the middle, yo.
Yo said this like a abstract art piece or something like that.
Get back to it and then start spitting again, yo. That nigga's funny as shit.
He's a funny guy.
That whole series, they got that figured out. I don't know how long they was doing prepping with that.
Funniest character though.
This was the debate that I wanted to get into with you, because you give yours first. So people know.
Last week I was giving a lot of love to the Italian lady, but I still think the janitor is the funniest dude, yo.
Okay.
He's wild funny, yo, and he's like the Creed of this show. Like, they don't give him a lot. They give him like that 1 second to say something extra sketchy. And
all we need to do is get the rebound. We need you to do the dirty foul.
Yo, he's funny.
You know what I'm saying? We need you to give the flagrant at the end of the day.
Yeah, I like that.
And that's him. I respect that.
Who's yours?
If I had to pick a funniest one, I'd probably say it's either between the principal or Greg for me.
The principal is very funny.
Because
Gregory is funny too. All of them are funny. I'm not taking nothing away, but the principal might.
But if I had to choose one, Greg, I'm gonna go with Greg.
Yo, you said that last week.
Yo, she's a bad person.
I was
overall, like, yo, you can see it. But you know, people like that. That's why it's so funny. I know people just like her.
It's so relatable,
especially in our age bracket, because they be principals and shit like that. Like I be knowing people like that. That shit's funny as hell.
Yeah. Who would you say your favorite character is right now?
Parseus.
It would be between the janitor and Janine, yo, because she's so ridiculous.
Yeah,
yo.
she always doing too much, yo.
Absurdly ridiculous, yo, but she's like innocent and naive, yo.
I think she just be doing too much, though.
She be doing way too much, yo.
You trying to fix electricity and shit?
She be doing way too much. Yeah. It's like, yo, you don't see that you're doing way too much, yo. Relax, yo. But the janitor with the Tyrese one-liners,
be killing it.
Funny as hell, yo.
Whoever the writers are, salute to them.
Killing it.
Y'all killing
it.
And you think it's you think that's improv, or you think that's a little bit of, is that right?
Well, some of them are big names, like, because it
feels organic. Even what's White Buddy? He's funny as shit.
He's a great character.
Yo, him. Some of his one-liners, like he was trying to give love to her boyfriend, but he was like, yo, he really wanted to shit on that nigga bad, but he was like, yo, he thinks a lot or some shit like that. Yo, that shit was hilarious, nigga.
Nah,
man, I love that show.
But that shows the dynamic between white and black people. Because if it was a close coworker and it was two black people, they would tell you like straight up, like, yo.
Oh yeah,
teacher, this nigga talking about he rap.
But he thinking about like you said, the dynamic between black and white.
It was beautiful.
I can't deliver this how I might deliver it to Bob.
He delivered it tactfully.
He did a good job with it.
Respect it.
And she thought about that shit. Everybody has.
Your boy Gregory came outside perfectly with the umbrella too. He about to snatch the
You seen that?
He about to snatch her, dog.
Looking like motherfucking.
She gonna be like, you didn't come home. He gonna call.
It was my son that used to run with P Diddy and them. He was like his butler.
Yeah.
He looked like him and shit. Farnsworth Bentley.
Said he looked like Farnsworth?
He came out with Farnsworth Bentley umbrella
in the rain before any drop hit her.
Hell yeah. You were going to get wet as hell.
Whoa. You didn't
roll down on her.
Every week I just
then that weak ass nigga pulled up in her car.
They built in the tension.
Every week I just pray he don't dirty Mac, yo.
He hasn't though.
I know. He be hating, but he don't be dirty Mac.
Nah, the most G shit he pulled was dancing to that shit and hyping up the kids.
No.
He could have shitted on that nigga.
I think you missed the most G shit. It was actually
like I'm like, all right, yo, he's supporting this.
I think her man, the most G shit, at least in that episode that he did, in that dynamic between him and Quinta, or that's her real name, but her character's name in that show. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When they were outside on that scene you talking about with the umbrella, he went for it. Like he went to ask her out on a date, and he pulled up.
Her, she happy.
He pulled up. When he pulled up, he asked what they was doing. He was like, "Yo, we was just coming to greet you." That was the G shit.
That's
right
how you
there.
keep it smooth.
That was the G shit right there, yo.
Don't blow up the situation.
Don't blow it up. Don't you know what you bring to the table? So why the fuck would I even blow this shit up?
And there's no point in hating. Like I'm gonna let you choose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you choose.
People gotta operate in this manner. Abbott Elementary is teaching a lot of shit, man. It's cool. It's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Good topics. I can't wait to see what they do next. How many episodes left? I don't want this shit to end.
How many episodes, you know? I don't know. But I feel like when you get picked up on a major network like that, it is at least like 20 episodes. They usually give you a lot. Because it comes on every week.
Valid.
Valid. And it's a whole season. So it's like 3 months or something like that, I think.
Nah, it's good as hell, man.
Yeah.
One of my
they're going to get picked up again, and there's going to be a lot of actors on there now. Like you said, like The Office. They just going to snag big names and have them on there like how, like you said, Idris Elba was on The Office, and Will Ferrell and all them guys was in there.
As
they
it
just
starts
like,
building, we'll get new and newer
big
characters.
Names going to come through just because they respect the platform.
But I love everybody on there, man. Mm-hmm. They didn't pick the wrong character for anybody. The people they introduced, even the nigga that was delivering the vending machine shit. That is that type of nigga that would be doing that.
That's my guy, yo.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yo,
I was happy he got a shot, yo.
Yeah.
He was shooting probably every week. We don't know like as far as how far it went because it's only a 20-minute episode, but I'm pretty sure every week he was trying. He finally got in there. It's the vending machine, man.
Yeah. That's hard, though.
That show, man.
They building.
Y'all caught the Kanye doc?
I haven't.
At least the first episode of it. I think it's another episode that comes
It's 3
out.
of them,
it's like
right?
Weekly.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be weekly.
So I'm going to just wait till they all come out and just binge.
Okay. No,
How
I can't
long
go
is
into
it?
detail. One thing I'll say, it's like a... It's
Hour and a half?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I like mini movies.
I think it's, it's really good. You should watch it.
I mean, yo, he's always been an innovator. I would have
I don't like anything
less.
that he's doing personally, and I'm not going to get into those details because I really don't give a fuck, but that series, or what do you call that, I guess? A docu-series? Okay. Docu-series. That is fire. Because it captures those moments. Mm-hmm. It's literally a nigga with a handheld camera. Footage. We seeing niggas like Mos Def in his old apartment in New Jersey and shit like that.
See, the most amazing
dropping the 2 words joint.
Yeah. But the most amazing thing about Ye is, like, I don't listen to new Ye, but if you really listen and dissect the old albums,
it's insanity.
He been saying this shit forever. He's literally been saying these things,
but you get to see him get to the before.
And he made it, yo. He made all that shit happen, yo.
You got to watch it because we're seeing the rise to college dropout.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't even dropped that yet. We're literally seeing from, I think he's 19 or something when it starts out.
I'm a documentary person. This is like so far it's one of the best because they got, it's very rare to get this much footage.
Raw
it's very
footage,
unique
nigga.
that a guy this big has this much footage on him, like, back then.
I'm talking about him walking through the office of where Rockefeller is.
Yeah.
And shit
The
like
stuff
that,
with his
playing
mom,
his
yo.
music. Yo, that shit that made me cry like a little bit. I'm not going to hold you.
Yo, it's really good, though.
You understand why he's so braggadocious a little bit, because they wasn't fucking with him. Now, I don't know how many times he played the songs, because that could get a little annoying. As a nigga that's in the office, like, you keep coming and playing this shit for me, like, all right, dog, I told you it was hot, but I got to work here from, for 9 hours. I know you great. You going to get your shot. But they do capture well his progress, like, at least going through it right now. That first episode was incredible to me.
I don't want to spill it because Mike ain't seen it, but when it show you how phony people could be. Remember that whole thing where everything happened in one day with the phony friend who was acting phony, and then he did the interview, and then
oh man,
yeah, man,
this was before the internet too, so that's why you couldn't.
It's showing.
But I feel like he exposed a lot of that shit on that. Here's to the rock. Here's the Rockefeller. Like, if you listen to that, he said a lot of things. Like, if you really listen to rap, like
what he's saying is like it was
on camera with actual people. It's different, dog, than just somebody spitting on
the nigga. I can't give it to you either because it is a critical scene in the whole joint. But you'll see what he's talking about once you see it. It's a good doc. not gonna hold you. I don't agree with
wouldn't
anything
doubt
that shit that nigga doing right now. But that documentary good as hell. It just feels nostalgic for me. Like we was in like middle school and early high school when this shit was happening.
Yeah.
So we weren't, unless people was really outside trying to become rappers and shit at that early. I can't really say. For me, it was good to see like this is how like adults was moving, trying to figure it out before the internet age and shit.
Yeah.
Constantly grinding, feet to the pavement. He was a producer first before he became that nigga that he is now.
Yeah.
Which is why he is the way he is now. You can kind of see
Honestly,
it.
producing is the most important part of music.
I think another thing is he lost that anchor, which is his mom. And you see a lot of that in that first episode. That was clearly his anchor.
Yeah, you get to see how critical she was when certain things would happen, and how he's somebody that like he really leaned on her for certain things, and it would kind of right the shit back. You just gotta. I don't want to say you gotta watch it. It's real. His mom come in.
That's the first fan,
really
man.
Touching, yeah.
That's the first fan. That's why I always love when mom either looks at it or tells us she sent our shit.
It's your mother. Of
that
course
shit be
she's
dope,
gonna
man.
look at it, bro. She loves
No,
you.
but I mean, not everybody.
Yeah, well, it all
all
depends on what type of stuff you do too.
So
And everybody's my bad. Real quick, everybody's parent don't understand them fully.
Yeah.
I mean,
she understood.
see, I can't give it away
Yeah.
either on that either.
Yeah, like
That's
that's
hard.
big. Like
She really understood him.
yeah.
She got it. She knew that he loved that, and she
Yeah.
just poured into it. You could tell. That's what it was more than anything. And he lost her. So that's why I want to keep watching it, because I want to see when it gets to that point, if they started capturing, like if we see the changeover at that point, if that's when things started kind of shifting, because I think that's when it did.
I mean, his mom died. Like, what do you expect? Like, that's really, 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 really. I don't know no nigga that just be like, yo, that was nothing.
That's
like,
true.
nah.
That's true.
It could be the most thug.
I'm gonna be fucked up,
nigga. Yeah, it could
you know
be the
what I mean?
most thug.
It's inevitable. It's gonna be like that's gonna fuck me up. I know it is.
Mom Dukes is important.
It's Mom Dukes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it depends, like I said, on the relationship.
Yeah.
Because I think he has been. I don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that.
Well, I could say, since we still kind of on it, we're a week late, but the Super Bowl made me happy that I never bought a G-Unit beater in my entire life, yo. I never owned a G-Unit beater,
Fat
yo.
50?
Never owned a G-Unit beater. It's just the shoulder straps was always egregious to me, yo. The skinny shoulder straps was weird, yo.
It wasn't built for everybody.
Yeah. You only got to be yoked up.
Too many people.
Groovin' Gorilla, grab those.
Salute to Groovin. Groovin G. That's what I call him now.
Yeah.
Groovin G. I mean, he was
Yeah,
on
that's
Snoop
for
Dogg
you,
joint.
bro.
You seen him.
That's for you, bro.
You seen Groovin G getting it in with Snoop Dogg
What's that?
on the Instagram. And Dan, what's his name? Dan
Like,
Rue,
nigga.
the man with the beard that does all the...
I respect it, though. At least he wasn't at a establishment that he wasn't supposed to be doing that,
enjoyed it.
biting a piece of fried chicken.
Groovin G, do your
dancing.
thing, bro.
Go dance around,
Just don't
dance
eat
stuff.
chicken and shit.
Yeah, at least you was
when
at
the
a dance
straw-
studio.
Like I said, the straw broke immediately at that point once you ate the chicken wing in an establishment.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there.
You winning out here now, bro.
How did y'all rock with the Super Bowl, though? Did y'all feel like that was a great game?
Hell yeah. A lot of cheating at the end, but hell yeah, that was a good one.
Yo. See, Zay, I called Zay immediately after. Because I couldn't get mad. But Zay was like, yo, it's the NFL,
Yeah.
Mike.
You gotta earn your right.
In LA. They have to make a makeup call for that terrible call that they did when they didn't call a joint with Jalen Ramsey for a touchdown. I was like, I'm not upset anymore. But that defensive holding at the end, when the linebacker did a perfect play.
55, you played your ass off, bro. Like, you was going in, man.
Yo,
I
you a
can't even be
beast-ass
mad.
linebacker,
You
yo.
was
Not-
trying
if you're
hard.
in our
I don't even
division,
like
I don't
y'all.
like y'all, but yo,
I don't
good
like
shit,
y'all
bro.
at all, but you was
Good shit.
playing to win.
Yeah,
I seen it in your eyes.
wanted to win, yo.
I seen it.
Nigga, nose was bleeding. He took
Nigga,
out the
he
helmet,
was
all type of shit.
Heated. I know he was mad, but that was a phantom call. But like you said, makeup call for the bullshit they missed earlier, which was clearly a offensive pass interference.
Facts. You know a crazy deep dive, though? My coworker, we were talking about foot because we all like football. He was like, bro, they have these amazing cameras. They have all these things where they can put lines on the field, all these different angles to see what happened. Take the refs out. Call a penalty. Like, just had one dude blow the whistle and had the cameras determine that stuff. Because, like, yo, sometimes, like, the misplay with Jalen Ramsey.
You mean the physical refs on the field?
Yeah, that's
you gotta have some
inexcusable.
kind of, like,
Just the person that
refereeing
blow
in
it and
general.
say it's a penalty because the computer told him. Because it's like, yo, the cameras can catch all
I've been
that
saying
shit.
that for years. Why don't they have something?
You
in
can
the
see
ball?
when a nigga's out of bounds.
All you have
can
to
see
have-
when a nigga don't get a first down. You can see all that.
Well, how you gonna stop when a fumble happens and then they're all on the ground and you got to see who has the ball?
That's the only
And you
reason
gotta
they should
able
be
to
in it.
stop.
That's the only
I mean,
reason
you
they should be
can't
in
not
it.
have refs.
But I'm saying, like, if they have cameras where it's over top of the niggas, on the sides of them, different angles like this, and you feel me, they have that little line that they could put on the field, like when it's like first downs, like when they do bullshit, you remember teams where it'd be like, they
guess,
the ball
I mean,
up a little bit. That should not be possible anymore.
It lowers the margin of error, but there can still be error.
Yeah.
I think you still need that human factor in there as far as having that referee.
Sometimes they be making
helm.
bad calls,
Spotting the
though.
ball in the middle of a pile, you gotta have
Yeah.
somebody's eyes on the ground. You can't have a.
It's certain things that
But
you
what
can
if
do
you
that.
gave that man a couple bands and like, yo,
That's- I mean,
spot it nicely.
It is what it is.
Here you
I
go,
mean,
brother.
That's
Slide the
it.
money over to him on the table in a brown bag and don't
With
say nothing to him. Just look at him.
Sports betting increasing like it is.
Yeah.
Niggas about to be doing
why you
some
think they got all
shiesty
these
shit.
fucking apps where you can bet and shit?
That's
That's
what
why
I'm saying.
I stopped FanDueling for a minute. I was like, yo,
You was getting,
I'm becoming a
you was getting a little into it.
I'm becoming
You was
a
like, yo,
gambler.
I'm about to this.
Like I wasn't
I
hurting
need to
my
hit
bread
that
up, but it's
7-leg
like,
parlay
I
on
wasn't
it.
hurting my bread, but it's like, why am I spending like $25 every Sunday just to bet on shit? Like, it's like, yo, I'm not wealthy. Like, yo, when I'm wealthy, I could blow big bread on it. But it's like, that's not a good investment right now.
Like 25 a week is not bad.
I mean, sometimes I would bet more though, depending on the stakes,
You're
yo.
stealing it if you
No.
and then you fuck up and some bullshit like that last game with the Jags and the fucking the Colts.
Or a nigga getting in the
That
game
type
and
shit
tears
happened.
ACL.
Or that
And
type
fuck
shit
you up.
happened,
You
yo.
like, yo.
Yo, I feel for
What the
OBJ, man. I know I call you Hodel online a lot. I do call him Hodel online a lot.
He got a ring now, yo.
But he's got a ring, and I respect him. And he tore his ACL in the Super Bowl, dog.
That's fucked up, yo.
Damn
But
it,
you got a
man.
ring, bro. But you got a ring.
I'm happy he got that ring.
No, he got a
Yeah.
CD.
He was playing. He was a
Nigga,
pivotal point.
He was about to win MVP if they'd have let that nigga keep
Well,
going.
yeah, if he didn't get hurt, he would have been MVP
Yo,
easy.
he was wilding. Like, even on that play, he was
And
about
if
to break
he
it
didn't
up.
get hurt, that would have been a blowout.
Does he come
Because
back?
he was feeling the
It looked
groove.
like it, yo.
Does he come back?
He probably need more money. I would go get that bread again.
I would do another 1 year joint like he
Yeah,
did.
and then start a podcast or do some like Instagram or not Instagram, what is it, a podcast or something? Odell will be straight. Yo.
Patreon. You gotta go to
He
Patreon.
got a lot
Odell
of
would be
endorsements
straight.
too, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Odell
always
would
see
be
that
straight.
nigga on Instagram on some endorsement, showing
Odell
a
would be
chain.
straight.
Nigga selling a chain for $37 saying it's real gold.
You know, yo,
That shit ain't no fucking real gold.
But I'm sorry for my.
How the hell did he get Odell to do that?
But I'm sorry for like situations with like sons and mom, like the dynamic because of how much I love moms.
Yeah.
When I saw how his moms came out and embraced him on a Super Bowl, I was like, not gonna disrespect him anymore.
No, he
even if
might
he doesn't
have-
do everything I do or how I would move. If I had that skill set, I respect him.
He might have passed your boy Jordan on the cry face. That was one of the most legendary cry faces when they won the Super Bowl at the end.
Nah, the Jordan
He was
cry
crying hard
face.
as fuck.
Don't you ever talk about Jordan like that?
Nah, my bad.
The cry face, though, he was debating the cry face. Yo, niggas
That's why we got
just get
this
sensitive
pod,
when
man.
you say Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
yo.
don't say
Chill,
MJ
yo.
into nothing, yo. Like, yo,
Chill,
you can't say
yo.
MJ about nothing.
And that's the reason we got it. We gotta say happy belated to MJ, yo. His birthday just passed this week. Greatest of all time, obviously. Yeah. But HBO Max is killing it. Cause I know y'all seen about why they giving us more content on the Lakers show that's gonna be coming out. Like that looks
Yeah, I
like
want to
that's
see
gonna
that.
be fire,
That's going to
bro.
be good as hell.
What
Is
is
that
it
Danny
called?
McBride or like talking at the beginning? It sounds like
don't
him
know.
at the beginning of that shit. Every time I
I
see
feel
it.
like they gonna try to put a comedy spin on it with is his name Jerry Buss, the guy that owned it.
Yeah.
He's played by the guy that was his Will Ferrell's brother.
Okay.
On
Then they gonna
Step Brothers.
They're going to
Yeah.
throw a little sauce in there. Just a little
They
bit.
said
Yeah.
they said Jerry was a character though. Yo.
Yeah,
I can see
He
it.
he moved to Cali when they were trash and bought the team, and he was like some kind of big investor in like, and really, it's the biggest team in the league. Like everybody when we was kids was like, I'm a Lakers fan, unless you was like us, where we just like, yo, we
But,
just
so the biggest team is the Knicks, but that's a whole other story. Winning or not, they are. But you know, I don't want to get into that.
Everybody wants to
because
go
it's
to
New
Madison.
York with like
No, Madison
80
Square
billion
Garden is a
people.
spot, though. Everybody wants to play there.
And then it's the Lakers.
It's the Garden.
Yeah, yo, love the Lake Show. I respect it though.
No, the Knicks. He love the Knicks. He don't love the Lake Show.
I'm at the Knicks show.
Don't
My
put
bad.
that on.
The Knicks tape.
Come on, yo. You fucking up the
I
whole
was
shit.
smacked. I got
You about
excited.
to get fucked up in New York.
I know.
I do want to say real quick, salute to DeMar DeRozan. He's
Man.
absolutely crazy right now.
I don't know what's gotten into him.
Bro,
I knew he was great, but he's like,
I didn't know he was this good. I didn't know. I didn't know he still had that.
nah, I knew he was good on the Raptors when he had like the free range to just. He was getting 30 pieces back then. So
but I didn't think it would work with Levine. Like, he's overshining that nigga.
I think what Levine saw was like, yo, this nigga could shoot crazy mid ranges. Like, get this nigga the ball. Like, if you want to win,
finish, and he's
it's
strong.
nothing to be mad about.
Nigga strong as hell.
Yeah.
So that's
if y'all winning, that's all that matter.
MVP?
Who's the? I think
MVP
is the number one seed the Sixers or
That's the Heat.
The Heat. We have the same record. I think they just beat us one more time. So
MVP?
It's just like,
you saying?
I would say close to
in that race.
The only reason I can't say MVP is because Joel,
at least in the race right now,
and Giannis.
The Joker.
Yeah. And Joker.
Never mind.
But
them big
I would say for me, yes, I do. If he could keep doing what he's doing, I
the
got
Bulls
MVP.
from last year
MVP.
versus what we see right now.
But Chuck wasn't right on that statement. We picked up a lot of pieces. We got Lonzo Ball. We got DeMar DeRozan. We got. He said
that's what
it
I'm
was
saying.
one, and Vucevic. He said we got one player and he changed it.
Yeah,
like, no,
he
nigga,
fucking
relax. You watch basketball every fucking
Chuck,
night,
what are
nigga.
you doing, bro? Chuck, cut it the fuck out.
This was the first time.
One thing
Bulls
that
fan.
was funny as hell that came from Chuck though was half man, half a game. When he called it Kyrie that on live on TV, I died laughing when he said that.
But that's because they played in a different era where it was no excuses.
Yo, half man, half a game is funny as shit.
Fucked him up. I mean, it's.
You heard Shaq
real.
start laughing. Shaq be high on that episode. I know he be high on that damn show. I could see it because it be the way he be laughing.
Nigga, did you see the? It might have been last night. This nigga came into the arena with like some. He looked like Bane. Yo had the fucking.
No, he swole now.
Big ass jacket on with a t-shirt, just walking in there. I'm like, yo, he don't give a fuck. Yo, Shaq having fun now.
Shaq rich as hell. I
Shaq
wouldn't give a
fun.
fuck
He
either.
doesn't need these niggas at
What?
this point.
I'm 7 foot. I'm
like,
the most
y'all
known
need me.
basketball
Y'all need
nigga.
me, yo.
Yeah, pay me my bread.
Pay me my bread. Let me do what I want.
And I'ma get it
smart
done.
enough to not say no silly shit.
I love Shaq.
Leave me alone.
Shaq is, you know what I mean?
Them insurance commercials with the general be hilarious.
Yo, he just great.
You see how them commercials graduated though over the years?
Just great all around.
Started out budgeted as hell. You could tell it was some PowerPoint shit damn near when it started out. Now that
It
shit
was.
digital. This nigga 3D now.
Yeah, yo.
That shit's incredible, yo. That's all Shaq.
Yeah.
That's Shaq's work. 'Cause niggas not getting the general.
Yeah.
When the fuck would you look at the general? Whoever was the person that put that deal together need a documentary.
Shaq don't have the general.
Shaq don't got the
Hell
general.
no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Shaq got custom made joints.
Say how much y'all paying? I got you.
Just run me my bread and watch this commercial do numbers. That's what he do when he come in there.
Oh,
Shaq
y'all
is
need more
fucking
people looking at y'all? Got you.
I'm Shaq.
Yeah.
Everybody look at me.
Nah, he's a good dude. Yo, and I gotta say shout out to Mary J. Blige too, yo, because she looked good on the Super Bowl.
I want to
was shocked.
apologize
I was shocked.
because when we talked
She looked
about,
amazing. She's 50.
you remember when
That's
we
crazy.
talked about the release of the people who are going to be performing?
She should be the automatic representation of Black Don't Crack. Everybody like to say that, but she's 50.
Yeah, it's incredible.
She still had knee movement. Was straight breaking it down, could still hit the moves.
But you remember when I said when they first released the list of the people who were going to be performing? I said why is Mary J there?
Yeah.
I apologize for that. I
to
shouldn't
turn
even
the
have
show
asked that
up.
dumbass question.
It was to turn the show up for real.
There's no reason why I should have asked that question. Is
It
what
was
I'm
to
saying.
turn the show up.
It was because it's
Yeah.
Mary J.
It's to turn the show
I don't give a
up,
fuck
yo.
who it is. If they say Mary J is there, she's there,
turn the
and she's
show
gonna
up,
turn it
yo.
up. And I'm sorry. I apologize for asking that question.
And her album just came out.
Yeah. Yeah, she did just drop an album. Shout out Mary J. And I'm glad. At first I was getting mad during the halftime performance. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like it was a buildup of all these great rap artists to let Eminem be the top guy. And I was very upset about that. I just wanted to let y'all know. I appreciate y'all mixing it up again and letting Dr.
You
Dre
see him
come
do that
back out
dumbass
there.
kneel? I hate that nigga, bro.
Yo.
I don't like that nigga at all, son.
Yeah, yo. You don't even deserve to be on the stage in that.
Who likes him? How does he keep getting so poppin'?
Yo.
Who likes it?
Know what it is? I think it's an established workforce of people that are like 35 to 40 old and older.
Must be.
And they can support with money. Cause I don't get it. I don't get it.
What is the fascination?
Or very depressed people that like to hear that sad stuff.
Yo, I be sad, son.
I be sad too, yo. Like,
I don't like Eminem at all, yo. Like at all. I've never. It's only been like maybe 3-4 songs that I was
go back and really listen to the Marshall Mathers EP. Why were we even thinking stuff like that was cool to say? I get he expressing himself, but like, yo, he was really wilding. Talking about like murdering his mom, killing people. Like, I'm like, yo, we're only letting this pass for one reason.
The lack of melanation, if you didn't understand what the fuck he was saying. But we won't get into those details.
Yeah, and shout out to everybody that took their kids to Disney on Ice show last weekend. I saw all those pictures. Day? That was heartwarming, yo.
My son is my king.
That was heartwarming.
I love it.
Yeah. So I had to go to the post office this week. Yo, I feel like, the post office, if you're into the misery, yo, you just need to go to your local post office, yo. It seems like, everybody that works there just seem like they hate it, yo. Everybody that's in there is stressed out, yo. So I go in there this week, and it was one person in there, but it was busy. It was a Caucasian guy. He had a passport appointment. He thought he could skip this big-ass line because he had an appointment. But clearly it's only one clerk, and he just, like, talking shit. Like, the person that is in the line. Yeah. Clearly we in the line. But just talking shit, just being condescending. Like, we're all stressed we're in this predicament, bro. But don't be the guy like, how could there only be one clerk?
Because
she's moving so slow.
That's how it is today.
He's asking so many questions. Don't you know what you want? Like, I'm like, yo, it's the fucking post office. Niggas could be doing anything here.
Yeah.
Anything.
Not the
shipping
world.
Random
that's
packages
the problem, yo.
all around.
They be feeling like
envelopes.
The world revolves around them. I don't want to say that's just white people. People are like that.
One day when I'm free, yo, I'm gonna be like bounty hunter Tank on them type dudes, yo. I'm gonna just start like, calling them out, yo, like
salute
Batman
Devon,
type
though.
stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute Devon.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially for that baby freestyle too. I don't got to get into that right now. But
that was hard.
It was
baby
hard.
freestyle was hard.
It was hard. And I didn't really fuck with that nigga like that.
And for people that didn't watch last week, the Bounty Hunter Tank, I've been watching because of Vaughn. The guest last week is hilarious.
No, that nigga really does.
He said he was the Derrick Henry.
The 4-4.
Yo, Vaughn, I think he might be the guy that just randomly coins terms from shit he be saying. Because he said, yo, he built like Derrick Henry, bro. I text him, after I watched the first episode, I text him like, yo, the Derrick Henry of bounty hunting.
Did you hear what Ryan Clark said about Derrick Henry?
Nah, what'd he say?
What do you deem Derrick Henry's running back style as? And I'll give you like, I guess.
Power back.
What would you say?
He's a mixture of power and speed, but when you first think of him, you think of power, yo.
Nigga big as shit.
Ryan Clark said he's not a power running back. The old safety from the Steelers that's on media right now, he's on the pivot with Fred and the other buddy that spin off from the other podcast.
Maybe what he's saying with that take is like he's more agile.
Out of here, that nigga's a power. Have you ever seen? He threw human beings. Yeah. I seen him throw a man.
I've seen him throw a lot of people. He pushed, what's yo that came from the Seahawks that came here? I was all excited, yo. The safety we had.
Oh, man.
Threw that man
Thomas,
like 10 yards.
Thomas looked silly as hell on that play, yo.
I was like, bro,
he actually had him as a blocker at one point.
The mat and check the ground, yo. Don't
go for the legs,
yo.
You know what I'm saying? You fell, you missed. Let me say, don't let him lead block with you.
Yeah, he
as a man. That shit is crazy.
He threw that nigga.
Like, what are you saying? Ryan Clark, he would have ate you alive if he was in the league right now. He would have put you in the dirt. And you know that.
Yeah.
What are you saying? He's not a power back. That is insanity. I don't play football, so I don't know what it takes. You could get anybody down. It's possible.
Yeah.
But if you one-on-one with Derrick Henry and Ryan Clark, who are you taking?
You better not try to go head up with him.
Hell no,
he
nigga.
Gonna fucking kill you. You better catch him at an angle where you could like snip at his feet and just throw his feet off and then get him to fly out of bounds. Other than that,
will put you dead in the dirt.
Yeah.
Immediately.
No, sir, you'll break your arm.
Man, that was... How the fuck we get there?
No, I just want to say Derrick Henry was like the running back I used to make in like Madden 2005. Making like 6'3", 6'4",
Yo.
899.
Nigga just truck me.
And he used to get blocks.
Stiff arm.
He
Yo,
literally
just
is the guy who used to create
pancake blocks when I'm getting out there on the run,
Nick
on
was
the
a
pass
fullback,
block.
running back, halfway receiver.
Yo.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh God, what? Derrick Henry is crazy. But how did we get there? You was bringing something up, and I just cut it off.
I can't even remember. I got several topics. I'll let you rip because the concert was funny. Like I
knew that was gonna be funny.
You know why? I know how I know that was so fucking funny.
Go ahead.
Because you was talking about your 2K player. And I started laughing again, thinking about Ginuwine walking in the crowd. Like, I know everybody was going to be like, yo, why did he start laughing? But I started thinking about it.
Niggas don't know, son. Ginuwine had the bent knees in like this. Look at the under the tape, the joint like that, hitting that on the. Ginuwine sound
sad
bad
as fuck, bro.
Drunk as hell. He need help
on his Eddie Kane.
He don't need to be on tour.
That's sad,
he needs help.
But you got to think that lifestyle, yo. You got to be.
Yo, when you poppin'. Pony is like white people's just. You ever seen that in a club with white
Pony.
people?
He got so much stuff, yo.
I'm just saying, Pony in general is that one. That's why he went off into the crowd like that. Because Pony came in and niggas went wild. It did sound good. But his background dancers was like, they was old niggas. And we don't got to really get back into it, but they was old DC niggas. That's why I like one of them had long ass dreads, light skinned nigga. He was killing it.
Yo, he's
all of the joint. That was him, nigga. That was all him, bro. And those jeans came on.
Yo.
Killing that. The background niggas, not Ginuwine at all. Ginuwine just like, that nigga was just doing that. And then he just started pointing at the crowd.
Yo, I gotta say I appreciate you too, yo.
Yeah.
Since we already back in the music bag, yo. Thank you, yo. We was going to get some beers during the Super Bowl, Rich and I threw on that Freak Nasty the Dip, yo. And you didn't judge me, yo. I appreciate that,
song,
yo. That song is fire, yo. For those that don't know, just go look up Freak Nasty the Dip.
I enjoyed that.
Now put your hand up on my hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip.
I think of you. Yeah. Anything that got that kind of joint to it, I'ma like it.
That bounce shit in like 94 was hard.
That's why I feel like I was from that era. That's where I was supposed to be. Yeah. I'd have been killing it.
I would have been going off in the club back then. I would have been there like Major Payne.
Low key nigga, you know that.
Imagine this was the way you ran up on a female back in the day. Like, yo, they hit that. When I dip, you dip, we dip.
Doom, 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 doom.
Yo, that shit's fire.
Classic, huh? No, I'm not gonna.
That shit fire.
That's what they try to do with that first single from Summer Walker's recent album. They try to give it that feel. If you think about it.
I didn't listen to a recent album. I tried.
I got a couple of things I was listening to. Know something crazy though? Y'all remember Kodak Black, Skirt Skirt, yo? This might...
My name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white.
Yeah, but you gotta think. The sample on that, I think that's off of that Raphael Sadiq Still Ray. If you listen to the song, it's called TikTok. That doom 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 doom.
Yeah.
Doom doom doom. It's on that shit. Really? I think that might be the sample from the Skirt Skirt. They sped it up and kind of distorted it. But I'm telling you, I'll play it for y'all afterwards. I think that's the sample from that song. I think that's the sample from that song. And that's off of Instant Vintage.
Damn.
That album is just like, yo, it just keeps coming back to me, yo. I feel like that's one of the greatest...
yo, that Kodak clip, that's why I said that shit at the top of it. You didn't even hear me probably.
I did hear you. Kodak, I just wanted y'all that sample, though.
That fucking Barstool clip.
Fucking hilarious. Did you watch that Barstool's clip I sent you with Kodak Black? He was like...
I watched like the first 30 seconds. I was busy at the time. I'm going to rewatch it.
Oh my God.
It's very stupid, yo. But it's hilarious.
Some of the silliest shit ever. I told you that's my love language. If you want to ever know that.
Yeah.
That is my silly shit, yo. If you send me a silly joint, especially as a yo, if you know my like comedic style and then you send me something that's like matches that's a win. 100%.
Facts.
I just put that out there. But
yo,
music-wise, you had anything else?
I did. And this music thing was from like, I guess like in the 80s, but it was because, was Shaka Khan the 80s or the 70s? I don't know. I sound crazy. But it was a boxer that came out to that Ain't Nobody, that Shaka Khan, yo.
Ain't nobody.
Yo, and he beat the nigga ass. I was like, yo, I gotta listen to some Shaka
Who was
Khan.
it?
It was some guy from Britain. You know, I be watching the
That's
random
hard.
ESPN Plus fights that
Shaka gotta
nobody is
reach out,
watching.
yo.
Like
Shaka
the main
gotta
card,
reach out.
nobody even knows. But I love fights.
I'm
like
definitely watching Amir and them tonight, though.
You got to.
As I do my work, I got to.
I guarantee you on one of the undercards, we going to see at least one good fighter. That's what I always loved about boxing, because I remember, like, show boxing. Back in the day, remember show box? Yo, it will always be some guy, yo, that would... I'm like, yo, he kind of nice, yo. He going to be something, and then he would be something, yo. Like...
No, it's always cool when you find the early on shit.
Yeah.
Like, Alvarez, we were fairly early on him, as far as before he became the nigga that he is now.
Yeah.
You saw it early. I didn't see where he was.
I just saw where he had that power, and he was very evasive. Like, if you're close to somebody and they can't hit you, you're a great fighter.
Yeah.
Like, yo, and you really piecing people up. Like, it's just like all you need is somebody to polish that, and you're gonna be really, really good.
Yeah.
And he's like a short, stocky, strong dude.
Kanye, I gotta give this away a little bit. This is a little bit of spoiler that you're gonna enjoy from the first episode if you get to watch it. Mm-hmm. I guess around that time, y'all must have been out or something like that. He mentions that in the episode. It's
Damn,
so
that was
fucking
a minute
funny.
ago.
Yo, yes, that's what I'm saying. That's why he said the footage is like it's nostalgic.
Didn't Roy Jones have like the middleweight belt or something like that at that time?
I don't even remember.
Super middleweight.
Super middle, yeah. Like I'm like, yo, that was a long time ago.
Footage from there. There's no break in between where you see somebody talking, is what we're saying. There's nobody that you see physically talking, kind of like. It's just the footage, which is what makes it so fucking good.
Legendary.
What's his name? What's the cameraman's name?
Cootie.
Cootie.
They even do a little backstory on him when they start off.
Fam.
That's really how it start off.
That's why I love that
Starts
shit.
off with his backstory before you get the.
That's
But
why I
show
love it
Kanye
so
real
much.
quick, and then
You
they
gotta
do
get a
this.
camera. Yo, the people that's capturing this shit is the people.
But
It's critical.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm watching this immediately after we get off.
No, it's good.
Cause that I've been seeing too much about it.
I
on
don't
Twitter.
like
I haven't even
anything
been
that
on Twitter
Kobe.
that much
I mean,
because of that.
Kanye has done within the last few years
But
at all. But
for-
this right here,
To not agree with
Different
where
shit.
he's at right now in life is one thing, but he's always been legendary. He was great off his first 3-4 albums. Like, yo, he was already great. Solidified. And his production creds. Like, on some of our favorite albums, if you look back, it's gonna say Kanye West produced that before
that's
you
why
even
you
knew
gotta
he was a
watch this
rapper.
episode. You just really have to watch it. It shows
Yeah,
all that.
like he was producing.
It
like,
shows how he
Cam,
feels
everybody.
about that. Like, cause I wasn't the type to read that part. I didn't care. I was listening to whoever the rapper was over the beat. I didn't really give a fuck who made it, but he was. Then what? I can't, because you got to watch it. I'm about to start giving shit away. My bad. Let's get back to the music. You got anything else?
You got to tap in with that Continuance, Currency, and the Alchemist album.
Yeah, I heard some of it. I heard about 2 or 3 songs off of it.
You know, anytime
earlier
you got a
today.
Bodie James feature, I'm in there.
I mean, come on. Currency out,
yeah.
hit.
And then I brought him up before like maybe 3 or 4 episodes ago. Leon Bridges, you know about him.
Texas Moon.
But Texas Moon, remember it was only 2 tracks that dropped. They finally released the full EP this week.
Fire.
Fire,
7
yo.
songs? About 6?
5 songs.
5 songs. Okay.
So you pretty much only getting 3 new songs. But like that song Chocolate Hills alone is like
It's worth it.
I'm telling y'all now, it's gonna be in movies. Cause it just sounds too.
You think they'll put it in that? What's
Epic.
that movie coming out? The new Key and Peele, the new Peele joint.
No, I feel like it's gonna be like the scene like in a movie where
No
like
way.
where
I
like
think it's called No Way.
the lead 2 characters that are like they can play it on Abbott Elementary when Gregory finally gets her.
They don't play music like that though.
But they could in this, and it's like, and it has like
that would be more
sound,
for
'cause the
Insecure.
band-
Insecure probably could.
No, it's not like that. It's like just a nice song for like you and a woman that you like. It's not like overly sexual, nothing like that. It just sounds beautiful. Like
No, what I mean
should
is
be
like
two-stepping at the
she
prom
came
right
into
now,
the
niggas.
union at the end. We hear this song at the end of it.
Yeah.
It's like that type shit. Or Insecure is what I mean. This is what the
Insecure is
possibility
amazing as well. So hopefully they have spin-off show.
Yeah. Anything else on the music side?
Nah,
I want to get into one of my. It's early, So I don't want to say it that early, but damn, this album like really had me hyped. It's been a long time since I've been like hyped listening to an album. Like, yo, this is really fucking good. Digital Roses Don't Die, the Big K.R.I.T joint.
Oh yeah,
he killed it.
Yeah, you was talking about that when you came in. I know that must be.
I think it's a special thing for me though because I identify with Maurice with him for some reason a lot.
I don't
Maurice's
know why, guy.
But I identify him a lot with this, and we salute him at the end of every episode.
I think that was his favorite rapper.
No, like this album is good as hell. It's one song I completely identify with, like to the fullest. I played it at least 3-4 times before I came here. See if I can find it. It's called Generational. I'm sorry, Way Down. And like he just going into like, yo, am I supposed to have kids and shit? Because I don't really want to pass this shit down that I was going through, like as far as my mental state and different issues that I may have had in my past. And I'm not saying I'm dealing with that type shit.
Yeah.
But it's just the age bracket I'm in right now.
No.
The music, the sound of it, the band, all that shit.
The good art, bro.
Damn, I love shit like that.
Nah, he's always been the guy.
I gotta go see that nigga live. I'll probably go by myself. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll probably go by myself and go see that live.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed that album that much from the initial listen. Threw it on in the beats, was just locked in. I couldn't stop listening to the shit. Boss came back and talked to me. I'm like, yo,
produce, yo.
Stop talking to me, son. I want to listen to this K.R.I.T. Leave me alone.
Customer.
I didn't say that because I got to keep my job.
Yeah.
But, nah, man, it's good. 17 songs, I think. No. How many songs is this joint? Hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Album. 17 songs. Good as hell.
I'm going to tap into that.
You know how he do his little interlude thing and everything? So, like, 4 of them are, like, interludes. I think he does, like, Earth, Wind, Fire or some shit like that as the interludes. Earth, Water, Wind. Yeah, those are the interludes. But
that's hard.
Nah, man. He killed it.
That's tough, yo. I'm going to definitely tap in.
High key. He might have my favorite album of the year right now. And I really enjoy Babyface Ray.
Yo, the music that's really fire, yo.
Babyface Ray for me was like that for a second.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed his last album. So this kind of overtook it.
That's good. I'm going to tap in.
It feels like that old school vibe. I think of Granny. I think all that type shit when I listen to this type shit.
Yeah. I'm going to listen in.
It's worth it. And keep listening to Juicy J too, people, if y'all not listening to it.
Oh, yeah, I know you was talking about that earlier.
That will be my personal joint when I'm out there on vacation not too long from now. I can't wait for that shit.
That's going to be love. Shout out Mike and all the homies.
Yeah, man.
And we always got to say rest in peace to Big Reese. We got episode 202.
Yeah, don't get
202 of Coach
trying to give a whole 100 episodes away.
We went back like 2.5 years, my man.
God damn. No, man, but is ESBC a scam, fellas? We want to say that real quick?
I think it is.
I think it is, bro.
They drag.
I think it's like a simulator where they just gas
exactly, and they get new technology. It's like a Ponzi scheme.
The thing with me is like, are the fighters? Because I'm like, are they really getting these fighters or like?
Now they got them.
Oh, they do.
They have video with them talking to them.
So maybe it's not a Ponzi scheme. Maybe they're going to try to sell it to somebody.
Ponzi, bro.
They're trying to get everything, I believe, right because they're not going to try to make another one anytime soon.
That's real.
Right.
And they shouldn't have to. Just make downloadable characters.
That's what they're saying. They just want to scan and download.
That's all we need to do.
Yeah.
Make one game, download them niggas in there.
If Fight Night come out
again,
again,
long enough for Fight Night to be coming out again.
Granted, they talking about 200 fucking fighters on it. It was never a boxing game with that many selections. Like, you might be able to get in your deep dives, like fucking Keyshawn Davises and shit like that. If it's 200 fighters in there, like, that means it's like probably like fucking 40 fighters a fucking weight class or something. Like, yo, might be wild.
I feel like Fight Night waiting to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
And they're gonna sit on it.
Kill 'em.
And they're gonna try to come out.
Because Fight Night Champions engine was fire.
Yeah. But all right, we won't gotta hold it up. You already said the ending?
Yep.
Fuck you, Eli Apple. It was hilarious seeing you lose, nigga. Peace.
They asked me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life. I said, bro, I'm coaching life. They asked me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life. I said, bro, I'm coaching life.